On September 29th, I walked down the street and submitted my vote for the upcoming US presidential election. The following morning, I woke up to 50 different messages from various friends and family. I was really confused as to why there were so many, but then it hit me. The first presidential debate was the night before. Being 6 hours ahead time zone-wise meant that I didn't watch it, so I began reading the messages and catching up on what exactly happened. The entire thing seemed like a mess, but one of the things that stood out to me was a moment where Trump avoided denouncing white supremacy, specifically issuing a non-answer when prompted about the Proud Boys. When I'm making episodes of Thingamabobs, I usually try to pick a few questions to answer. However, recently I received a question that I wasn't able to stop thinking about. Eventually I realized that this question deserved its own video. So, let's talk about Proud Boys, queer representation, and how both of those things relate to Disney's Aladdin.
You want thingamabobs? I've got plenty, and that's the point of this show. So I'll answer your questions in this video.
Before we go into the question, let's clarify who I'm talking about when I say the Proud Boys. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, the Proud Boys are a group founded by Gavin McInnes who are quote-unquote Western chauvinists who adamantly deny any connection to the racist alt-right, insisting that they are simply a fraternal group spreading a quote-unquote anti-political correctness and quote-unquote anti-white guilt agenda. Their disavowals of bigotry are belied by their actions. Rank-and-file Proud Boys and leaders regularly spout white nationalist memes and maintain affiliations with known extremists. To put it simply though, they're a far-right hate group who can also be described as neo-fascist, white supremacist, queer-phobic, and misogynistic. But I'm not interested in discussing their viewpoints. If you want to learn more about the Proud Boys, I'll be linking to the Southern Poverty Law Center's page on the group so you can understand the whole picture. But onto the question. The Proud Boys were in the news recently, and according to Wikipedia, they named themselves that after the Aladdin song. I know that song means a lot to you. How do you reconcile when an artwork that you love is reinterpreted in such a specifically unpleasant way by another group? If you're not already familiar with this, you're probably wondering, what? How is a far-right hate group inspired by Aladdin? Well, the explanation is pretty straightforward, albeit very absurd. Gavin McInnes was at a concert of his daughter's, and, well, I'll just let you hear McInnes say it himself.
Called Proud Boys because I went to one of my kids' music recitals and some ponce got up there, and while everyone's playing the piano and the violin and doing stuff they tried, he gets up and he goes, "Proud of your boy, I'll make you proud of your boy." It's some song from Aladdin. And I was looking around for the dad because I thought there's no way this dad is proud of his boy. And of course, he was the child of a single mom. Duh.
The actual argument he's making can basically be summarized as musical theater is gay and effeminate, therefore manly men shouldn't participate. So just queer-phobic stuff I was used to hearing in the 6th grade. But why the song Proud of Your Boy? If you've only seen the movie versions of Aladdin, you might not even know what he's talking about. That's because Proud of Your Boy wasn't in either of the movie versions of Aladdin. It was originally in Howard Ashman's 1988 treatment, but it was removed from the 1992 film. It was later added back into the stage show along with the character of Aladdin's mother. Basically, the song functions in a similar way to the One Jump Ahead reprise, serving as an I Want song. In the stage show, Aladdin sings Proud of Your Boy as a way of doing right by his mother and admitting his guilt over stealing. If you want to learn more about the history of that specific song and the changes the story went through, I'll be linking to my video on Howard Ashman's Lost Aladdin in the description. So, if the song in the stage show features Aladdin wanting to do right by his mother, what did McInnes hear? Well, to put it simply, he heard a song that makes Aladdin seem weak, making him apologize for being a man. And that's exactly why it was referenced in the name of the group. It was meant as a cheeky, ironic reference. However, the song was more than just an inspiration for the name of the Proud Boys. According to McInnes, the song has been a point of pride for the group, becoming somewhat of an anthem for them. He's even referenced them marching to the song as a way of making their presence known.
So we walk through this mob of Antifa, and we start singing, "Proud of your boy."
The Proud Boys have attempted to co-opt a song ironically to push their bigoted agenda, but there are some aspects of the song that they can't erase, namely that it was written by a gay Jewish man. To go back to the original question, as someone who has related to Howard Ashman's work in a very personal way, it makes me feel uncomfortable to know that someone else has been inspired by the same piece of art in a completely different way. That's why I wanted to respond to this question with its own video. Howard Ashman's music has been renowned and respected by many different types of people, but his work has had a particular impact within the LGBTQ community. The relationship between Disney and the LGBTQ community is undeniable, but I've always spoken about it in an abstract way. For a conservative company like Disney, whose main lens of storytelling comes from European folklore, many queer people who relate to the movies and music have had to do the legwork, recognizing themselves in the art as opposed to the art recognizing them. And honestly, though not having representation is a bad thing for LGBTQ people, the ability to relate to art is something that everyone can do, and in my opinion is a beautiful aspect of human experience. Unfortunately, the fact that anyone can interpret art in any way they want to also means that anyone can interpret art in any way they want to. For people like the Proud Boys, this means taking the words of a gay Jewish man and twisting them for their own racist, anti-Semitic, and queerphobic agenda. This is not necessarily a unique situation. Throughout history, there have been many moments where people have appropriated art for their own purposes, causing an emotional conundrum for others who also appreciate the art. Hell, even recently we've seen that art can even be distorted by its author, leaving a generation of people who grew up with it confused as to whether or not they should continue empathizing with it. When making videos, I usually link my current argument to history and other sources to prove my point. But I'm not interested in talking about history right now, because frankly, this is here and now. You could say that white supremacy has always played a role in US American society, but this recent mainstreaming and rebranding of ideas is scary as hell. And that's where I'm at. To know that people will probably hear Proud of Your Boy for the first time because of the Proud Boys is heartbreaking to me, as I think it's an incredibly powerful song that can affect people in a positive way if heard in the right context. This week, people have also taken to social media to rebrand the term Proud Boys, flooding the associated hashtag with photos of LGBTQ people. I think that's a wonderful thing, and a step in the right direction for challenging the effectiveness of the Proud Boys branding. But I don't want to leave the song behind. I think Howard Ashman's work is too significant, and it means too much for it to just be recontextualized and appropriated for violence. And at the end of the day, it isn't an anthem for that either. Proud of Your Boy is such an effective song because it demonstrates the power of being vulnerable with yourself and others. You can interpret it any way you want to, but that doesn't change how it was originally intended as a plot point in Disney's Aladdin. In a world where so much seems to be slipping out of control, we need to hold on to as much as we can. Which is why I simply won't stand for the Proud Boys appropriating one of the most affecting and touching songs from Howard Ashman's output. I think it's possible to reclaim it if we want to. Proud of Your Boy is an anthem for those who feel ostracized, not those who ostracize others. For me, it's a heartfelt queer anthem, and from what I've seen from various comments, it is for others as well. This is a similar sentiment to what I shared in my video on Howard Ashman's Lost Aladdin. I even ended that video with a cover of the song overlaid on top of Pride footage. I'm not one for reusing covers, but as I was making this video, it started to feel like a necessity. The world we live in is so scary, and it often feels difficult to keep going. But we have to. We have to keep showing up, because if I've learned anything about LGBTQ history, it's that we will always, always, always be here.
Proud of your boy, I'll make you proud of your boy. Believe me, bad as I've been, Ma, you're in for a pleasant surprise. I've wasted time, I've wasted me. So say I'm slow for my age, a late bloomer, okay, I agree. That I've been one rotten kid, some sun, some pride, and some joy. But I'll get over these lousing up, messing up, screwing up times. You'll see, Ma, now comes the better part. Someone's gonna make good, cross his stupid heart. Make good and finally make you proud of your boy. Tell me that I've been a louse and a loafer. You won't get a fight here, no ma'am. Say I'm a gold brick, a goof off, no good, but that couldn't be all that I am. Water flows under the bridge, let it pass, let it go. There's no good reason that you should believe me, not yet, I know. But someday and soon, I'll make you proud of your boy. Though I can't make myself taller or smarter or handsome or wise, I'll do my best, what else can I do? since I wasn't born perfect like Dad or you. Mom, I will try hard to make you proud of your boy.